Why, hello there, friends, family, everybody in between, enemies that haven't been made yet, enemies that have been made yet. Welcome to another round of Modern. This is round 3 of our weekly 3-round Modern event that we hold every Monday night at 7 p.m. at Alternate Universes Blue Bell. Really in East Norton, Pennsylvania, but we've been tagged as Alternate Universes Blue Bell since we've been a Blue Bell, and that's what people know us as. On the left, we have Stephen Torbrand playing Blue Tron. On the right, we have William P. Stinkweed, a.k.a. Will Ozenak, playing Dredge. Doing some other really gay stuff. Top 3 sends him to the yard. Mills a Dark Blast. Dredges hits a Narc Amoeba here. This is, like I said, round 3. Both players are 1-1. They are fighting for credit right now. This was Will's idea. Round 3 has people on camera who are fighting for some credit. Mana Conflict is his land for turn. Unfortunately, did not have like a Cathartic Reunion or oh, what's the new red-white one? The Lorehold one? It's the new one. That card's like 2 years old still. I guess in the grand scheme of things, if the game is 30 years old, something being 2 years old still means it's relatively new, right? Alright, Urza's Power Plant being land for turn receiving here. Will going to dredge forward that Golgari Thug. Has not really hit any big desirable dredge cards. Tax in for 1 with the Narc Amoeba. Steven going to crack the Expedition map here. Fetch out a land. Surprise, surprise. It'll most likely be the Urza's Tower. Who could have seen that coming? Not I.
So this is your graveyard? Yep, that'll be my graveyard if that's okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Yeah, see, I think it's way better for me to play this Steam Vents.
Alright. Ooh, opts to shock the Steam Vents instead of playing the tower.
Cast other overlays.
Now you'll notice the name change for the deck title. It will become Is It Tron? It is not Is It Tron. It is Mono Blue Tron with some, I think, a Steam Vents in there. He's playing Fire and Ice. Fire primarily to deal with Orcish Bowmasters.
Dredge 4. Combat.
1 point of damage here for William.
Second man, I'll get it 18.
I don't think I've ever called William.
17.
Strange. It's a whole new world for me. Going to escape an Ox of Agonis here. And we will be getting the big dredge.
Cast Ox.
Did have to exile a Golgari Thug in the process, but we should have one in hand.
Stretch 5.
Alright, Dredge and Stinkweed Imp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And roll Dredge 4.
See a Silver Smoke Ghoul. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay, the new elemental card is in the deck. I actually meant to ask Will if he's playing that. And if so, what he thinks of it. Thug 1, 2, 3, 4. It always sucks when you see your Stinkweed Imps get dredged on the last one, and you're like, well, I guess these are here for later. Could dredge 2 more cards if they should have earlier. Alright, Creeping Shield Trigger is going to resolve here. Steven will take 3 damage, William will gain 3 life.
I gained at least 3 life this turn, so Silver Smoke Ghouls will come back. Okay. End step, delay trigger on the amalgams. Yep. Okay. Alright, your turn. Untap. Now you got Ugin, so it's all just a big joke for me, but it's fine. I'll play a tower. I'll cast the One Ring.
The ghouls will show up. And now to the bane of everyone's life. The One Ring. The fog that draws you cards. Will was quick with that influence counter.
Alright,
Look at him go.
I'll pass.
Well, I know you're watching this video. Thank you.
And step.
Alright, end step. The amalgams come back. Retro framed amalgam looks so good.
Untap, upkeep. We'll do a little mill 3. Let's do a little one. A little dredge 3.
Alright, Dredge Dark Blast. Oh, 3. Opts for the tiny dredge. Makes sense. Don't want to hit your creeping chills when you have ring. Your opponent has ring protection.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Now the only thing you really need to avoid is an Ugin. If Steven doesn't have Ugin or another copy of the One Ring, I think Will just wins on the spot. But Ugin, the Spear Dragon, will be backbreaking here. To the point, so like Steven, I think could legitimately play for deck out here.
Says he's got heaters off the top.
Which is kind of crazy, but like he legitimately I think can. Blast on his land for turn. There's an Ugin in his hand.
I told you he was going to do it.
It's a heater, man. It's a great card.
There's 8 mana.
In response.
Will -5. Sacks the Silver Smoke Cool, 2 Silver Smoke Cool ability, goes to 19.
Sacrifice this, draw a card. All dredge 5.
Dredge is 5. Finds a Creeping Chill. A good old Lightning Helix effect here.
22, except pay a life after this. Ugin's ability resolves.
They go. And I will pass turn to you, sir.
Roll dredge 5. Narcomoeba triggers. Delay triggers.
2 Narcomoebas getting milled here. Dredged.
I'll pass to you and step amalgams.
Malcolm's coming back at the end of the turn.
Tap. Okay, trigger down to 7.
Ugin unable to exile the remainder of the board here. Steven will go to 7. Will does have lethal on board, but Steven does have a book in hand, so Will's going to have to hope that he doesn't have much going on here. Manamo, land for turn. Such a cute interaction.
Pass the One Ring.
New copy of the One Ring. Another fog happening.
Trigger. I'll get pro. All the things.
See some frame delay there. That or my computer's acting up. If there's frame delay, I apologize. There's Ugin getting +2. Looks like we're shooting an amalgam.
I guess I'll target an amalgam. That's all I want to do. Okay.
On your second man, I'll go to 21. Flashback, otherworldly gaze.
Right. Looks like we're doing an otherworldly gaze here.
My turn. Tap, draw.
No dread.
On tap takes the draw for turn. Can kill the Ugin.
Combat. Swing 5 to Ugin.
I will respond to that.
Steven could repeal the amalgam. Ooh, fire ice. Okay.
I'm going to deal 1 damage.
Will fire kill the Narcomoebas? We'll also repeal the amalgam. Draws from the repeal.
Okay. Go to end step then.
Pretty cute, not gonna lie.
And after this card.
Yep.
Go.
Untap.
Will passes back, discards to hand size.
Draw. Play an Academy Ruins.
Probably just pretty safely start upticking Ugin here, targeting Will.
Plus
Create a pseudo clock.
2 to Ugin. I'll target you. Alright. I will pass turn to you.
Second main. I'll go to 17. Flashback, otherworldly gaze. That resolves.
Yes.
God, I just punched the mic.
Yeah, we'll do it like that. Untap.
And Will going to untap here.
3. Creep and chill.
Creeping chill, getting hit.
I'll pass to you. End step. So the smoke ghouls come back.
I'll also have effects in your end step.
Okay. Put this on the stack then.
I'm gonna flash in a subtlety.
Okay.
Yep.
Delay triggers on the amalgams.
The ghouls entering the battlefield.
So enter on the next end step, right?
Yep.
Okay. Upkeep, trigger draw.
Feels like a classic modern matchup. We got Tron versus Dredge.
Island cycle and Warrior.
Though not green Tron. Island. Getting Island cycled 4 here. This is probably a deck that can like realistically cast Lorien Revealed. And I really want that to happen, as I don't think I've ever seen anyone cast it in Constructed.
I'm gonna plus Ugin, target you.
Right, upticks the Ugin again. Bolts Will to 17.
To not fuck this up, right? That's the goal.
Not gonna do that, buddy. Relax.
I'm gonna cast a Lorien Reveal.
Oh, we're drawing 3 cards. Let's go.
But I guess I could just do it in this tower. I'll just keep it. I'll tap it. One,
Whatever you want to do.
2, 3. Alright. I can cast this card.
We'll tap for 4 mana to play Karn the Great Creator.
I'll minus 2 him. I'll get a Tormod script.
Should probably
I will play
so I only remember I remember what the play is. Gets Tormod script, exiles Will's Yard.
sacrifice, target you.
Making sure there's nothing on the stack I can activate. I don't think there is. Talk about a large pile of exile.
Now if he had tapped the tower and the mine there, he'd have 1 floating, and he could have tapped that, the 1 floating in the steam vents to fire ice to silver smoke ghouls and then exile the yard. But
How'd you do it? Oh, no, I don't have color anymore.
It's all good.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth dredging. I'll try.
Yep.
Swing 6 at you.
Alright, well, I gotta block one of it.
Okay.
Take down to 1.
It's a dangerous position to put Steven in, though, because he does have to go to 1. City Brass land for turn. So you just cast a creature here, right?
Pass.
Untap.
Well, I guess Ugin gets rid of anything, so it doesn't matter.
I'll play this tower.
Plays another tower.
And a minus card.
Minuses. Probably getting Walking Ballista here. Has damn near enough mana to end this game.
I'll get a walking ballista. I'll cast it.
There's that ballista we were talking about.
I'll shoot your guy.
Enters as a 5/5.
Fine, so you're 16, draw a card.
Tags the ghoul. The ghoul sacks itself to draw a card.
Plus Eugene.
Ugin bolts.
Target you. 14.
13. I paid a life off this.
13. And I'll strip her back.
Yeah, we're back.
And Will's going to scoop it up.
I've been selling
Steven will be
milk.
taking game 1 with Blue Tron. We'll be right back with game 2 in just a second. And folks, we're back with game 2. We got Will on the play. Has a pregame effect of Leyline of the Void. Did mull a couple times though. So we're starting with low hand. Mana Confluence, land for turn. Steven looks like he kept a full 7 here. Goes mine into Expedition Map. Tapped Blood Crypt for Will, says go.
Playing Otawara.
Otawara, land for turn with Steven. City of Brass for Will. Taps, plays a Stinkweed Imp here.
Casting a stinkweed in. I'll cut this in.
Now Steven does counter it,
What you? Yeah.
which is an interesting decision. It does put it into the graveyard, which means that Will can dredge it. Maybe he really needed the scry? I don't know. I feel like it's just worth it to let the 1/2 hit the board.
Like it?
You can deal with it in other ways later on.
I'll play a power plant.
All right, power plant.
Dredge away.
Dredge 5. So Leyline,
Chill trigger.
Creeping Chill, Thug, Smote, and something else.
Right? Oh no, you took 1 damage.
18 to 21 to 17 is what I have.
Was that 21 to Steven 17?
Did it, guys?
And step Silver Smoke Ghoul is going to come up.
Untap. Upkeep. Drop. Play tower.
Tron is complete.
Ship her back.
All right, passes the turn. Will going to Dredge 4 here. It was an Ox Morganis, that was the other one. Chill, land, something.
14.
Chill trigger will go to 24, Steven goes to 14. Plays his Stinkweed Imp out.
It's your end
Ice
step.
down the Silver Smoke Ghoul. Pretty good use of that card. I'm going to crack the map here.
What way would the card go exactly? It's kind of tough sometimes with this. I'm going to get a steamy. I wish I could get amazing it. That'd be amazing.
Amazing.
I guess I could play that stupid, really bad enchantment that flips into amazing.
Or you could play whatever the fixed version from Theros was. What you had to pay to do.
Oh yeah. I think that's all I want to do with that. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. You have 2 more creeping chills. That's 6 damage. I have 8 life.
8 mana in play. Do we have Ugin?
Can I play with Steamboats? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna play it. God rest his soul.
Steam Vents land return. Shock it down to 12. Has access now to fire.
Gonna have to draw.
Does have to take a draw. Does not have any more dredgers in the yard.
Combat.
Yep.
4.
I'm gonna cast fire. Dealing 1 damage.
Right, we'll cast fire.
The guy.
Do 1 to the Smoke Ghoul and 1 to Will. Looks like.
I'll take another damage and withdraw in response, so 20.
We'll use the Smoke Ghoul ability to sacrifice a creature, draw a card.
There it goes.
So I'll draw a card. And then 1 damage gets through.
1 damage gets through.
1 point of damage from the
Second
Stinkweed
thing,
Imp gets through.
19. Play Alpine Moon.
Alpine Moon, going to name one of the Tron lands. However, will get counterspelled. Countered. Scry 2 to the bottom.
There we go. Untap. Play off. Call
All Storm Giants enters the battlefield tapped here.
An expedition map.
2 mana play Expedition Map.
Combat.
I'll repeal your.
Trying to see a repeal here on the Imp. Draws a card.
Second phase. I'll go to 17. Resolves. Pass.
I'll crack my expedition map.
Cracks the map. Searches the deck. What land are we going to get? Right, gets another tower.
Tap. Upkeep. Draw. Play a tower. Cast a card.
Alright, Karn the Great Creator here. Looks like we're immediately minusing it.
I think.
Consult the sideboard. What are we picking up?
I think I've never played against mono blue Tron in my life watching this match.
It's a tough one to play against.
Dude, you're like the most
I think I'm just
trained
gonna
person
get.
in the store right now, other than
I'm gonna get and cast a worm.
Alright, fetches Worm Coil Engine.
There's no killing a worm. That's the problem.
Engine.
Plays another Stinkweed Imp out. Cracks it for 1 point of damage. To the Karn. Will, unfortunately, does not draw any Cathartic Reunions or any of the like gas cards for Dredge. Either game, really. Game 1, he didn't see any. Game 2, we were just on this crazy mull to 5. Start with the ley line. Alright, animate the Hull. Attacks in for 13 points of damage here.
13. What am I supposed to do against this?
Now, Will does have pseudo Death Touch here. Or slow Death Touch. Death Touch with another sentence attached to it. Could block the Hull or the Warp Coil engine. Blocks the Hull. Warp Coil will connect in for 6 points of damage. Steven will gain 6, go to 17.
Trigger.
It kills the thing.
It's slow death touch.
Slow death touch,
It's
like
death
weird
touch.
death touch.
Well, like the trigger has to resolve before the creature
I'll go to
dies.
17.
It's not just like state based.
What a weird card. What a weird world we live in. I think I'm just gonna pull.
I don't think Stinkweed is all that.
Karn, targeting nothing again.
Will plus Karn pass the turn.
Oh, we'll Dredge 5.
Yeah, just keep it rocking.
Dredging 5 here. Finds a Golgari Thug, 2 Otherworldly Gaze, a Stinkweed Imp, or a Silver Skunk and something else. These draws and these dredges have been very unfortunate for Will. Alright, takes damage here. And to escape the Ox. Does even have a counterspell in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Has a copy of Subtlety. Evokes it out. Let's put the Ox on top of the deck. This is actually a pretty huge play here.
Every time I play this deck, it reminds me why I don't.
Ox, I think, just went to the bottom. And the turn shall pass. Steven should just be able to go wish for Walking Ballista here, and should be able to make it big enough where he could shoot down the Stinkweed Imp and then attack with Worm Coil and then just, you know, shoot 3 more times.
Cast Ballista for 5. Hold on. Let me do my math. 5. I think I need. No. I just need 5.
Moving the lands around.
Attack. Oh, ping Stinkweed.
Alright, Ballista pings twice. Ballista attacks in, or Worm Coil attacks in, and that will be the match, folks. Game 2 going to Steven. Thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.